Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo, and we're here today, guys, finally giving that Firestar only challenge a go. Now, it's not 100%, well, it is a Firestar only challenge. We're going to try and get Firestar only kills, but I've made a few modifications to the overall concept because, in reality, just using nothing but the Firestar is very restrictive, and I also want this to be an instance where you could do something like this and still actually help your team win. So, we will be able to rodeo Titans to rip their batteries out, and we'll also be able to make use of the boost tick. And we'll also be able to call in our auto Titan. So that's what we're going to run with. I'm actually going to put Ion on as our auto Titan. But other than that, we're going to be focusing on killing pilots with Firestars, and nothing more and nothing less. And there's one in the basket, ladies and gentlemen. This should hopefully go really awful. Possibly terribly, just horrendously awful. We'll have to see how it goes. You know what used to be my favorite term? When I was first making my way into the scene of YouTube, the cookie crumbling. I used that yesterday, and all I could think to myself was, I could just laugh, you know? Walk back into the Firestar, my friend. I really need you to. Unfortunately, we're gonna get Cold War against that wall. That was really unfortunate. Had we made our way around the corner there, we probably would have been okay, but we actually got caught on that lip of that building because it was shaped weirdly. Damn those people who constructed said building. Alright, let's get this guy. I love people who are using, like, LMGs or who already seem to be relatively stationary, because those are the targets you know you're going to take down, because they're going to stand still for just a second. That's all it takes is 1 second. Probably not even a full second, maybe 3/4 of a second, and boom, you got yourself a nice, juicy Firestar kill. Of course, finding yourself in those tight corridors and going after them devotion users is always beneficial. That was a really unfortunate throw. The hardest part about this, right, is you're using effectively something that has no... I mean, it's not, you got nothing. You got to throw it yourself. That's it. As simple as that. You got to throw it. You got to hope they stay in it long enough, and that is indeed how the cookie crumbles, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was weird. You know what? I said it before, and I'll say it again. The Ordnance Expert, which does allow you to get the Firestar up much more quickly. It's mandatory for what we're doing here. Also, really genuinely throws me off, man. Cold War, man. Cold War just breaking down that splash damage around corners. Killer, man. Killer. I want to go get that guy with the Firestar. We really should be playing a little bit more stealthily, and in some instances, perhaps Cloak would have been a good pick for this. You know, you could have cloaked up and snuck up on people and just popped them with the Firestar, but I don't think it would have done much. Cloak's really not, again, Cloak works when you're playing against people who really don't know what the hell they're doing, but the moment you play against somebody who isn't blind, Cloak's kind of like blah, unless they're in a Titan, you know? I'm sorry, guys. We gotta do it. I need to. I can't not execute that guy. It was just like such a good flank, and he was just chilling there cluelessly. We got a couple ticks out. There is a guy indeed behind us. He's probably gonna chase. Oh, tick got him. That was actually him right there. He came around the corner to flank us and walked right into a fresh tick. I love it. Them spicy boys doing their work. Coming in and saving the Tony Mo. Mad respect to the Spicy Boy family. They could totally be a group of thugs, the Spicy Boys, right? They could be like one of the families working under the Godfather. Johnny, if you don't get your men out of my town, I'm gonna call up the Spicy Boys. And you know what happens when I call up the Spicy Boys? You know how their family works. They got no regard for life, Johnny. The only person they respect is me. You want them coming down on you, Johnny? I don't think you did. Now you get them damn hoodlums out of my town, or you'll find yourself dead with a Spicy Boy on your family's doorstep. That's totally how it would go down. Alright, let's get Ion in here, auto-tightened up. Our team's actually making a bit of a comeback. You know, I think I boosted morale with that execution. Unfortunately, we're probably going to get killed by Mr. Cold War. It's probably the guy we have the best chance against here, right? Is the guy with the Cold War, but unfortunately... I should totally be wounding people. Would that be cheap if I wounded people? The worst thing you can do when somebody's chasing you with the Cold War is to jump onto a wall, and for some reason I just do it because it's instinct, you know? To get on a wall, to go flank the target, and then you realize that you just gave them the perfect platform to get all that juicy splash damage on you. My auto Titan just nuked another Titan. He just full on meleeed another Titan to death, man. Talk about losing a fight to an auto Titan. How does that make you feel? Probably not very good. Alright. Oh, so many targets, guys. That's a freaking hollow. We got bamboozled for a second there. I don't know why I thought there was 2 guys there. Sometimes people really do walk like that, so you never know. Some people walk like hollow pilots, if you know what I mean. We got Titans all over the place. We can steal batteries, as I mentioned, so I'm going to try and do that very cautiously. Try and take this Tone's battery out. We do have low profile on, so that's going to give us the advantage there. And then we'll also go ahead and pop that. We're probably going to get meleeed here or shot. Oh, we made it. All right. Spicy boys. Oh, hey! Someone once asked me, like, Tony, can you stop saying spicy boys? I used to like your channel, and now I don't because memes. And I'm just like, listen. I'm not some giant memer. I never have been. But I will tell you this. The idea of spicy boys, the whole community aspect of it makes me smile, makes me laugh. And you know what? It makes a lot of other people smile and laugh. And life is way too short to do anything other than to make ourselves smile and laugh. Whoop, faked you out there, buddy, didn't you? Let's go ahead and put him in guard mode. He can chew up that. Actually, if he follows us down this path, it hopefully should work out. I don't really know who we're hunting at this point, but we should probably really have just made this. I was trying also to not kill stalkers and grunts, but in reality, this challenge makes a lot more sense if you do focus on grunts and stalkers and then just go for Firestar kills on pilots. I should have done that from the start. We probably could have won that. You know, sort of mixed bag here. I mean, honestly, that's probably what I'm going to do in the future with any of these challenges, and make sure that they also all play out in a way that allows you to still win and be victorious, because who doesn't want that, man? You know, you still get the pilot kills, right? There's still, the pilot kills are still focused purely on getting you killed by volts that stalkers are wielding. No, purely focused on the Firestar aspect of it, right? But there's nothing wrong with wanting your team to be victorious in the end. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen for us, but I guess it's something to consider. Boo! That was silky, though. That was really silky. That was silky with a bit of... You know what? If you stand in the corner like that, I'm going to punch you in the face. I've definitely cheated on this one, but I really don't care at this point. I've just been having such a good time. It's just, I don't know, there's something goofy about, like, knowing when you go into a match that you're probably going to do awful, right? You commit to it. Damn it, guys. Totally flubbed that. Now the guy with the Spitfire is going to lock us down and then fall over. We should have been a little bit more patient because he was going to rotate, and I kind of started throwing it earlier, and for a moment I thought I was on PC, and I was like, I can flick it, but no, there was no chance of flicking it ever. This Ronin's going to get us for sure. Maybe not. I thought for sure he'd have us. Anywho, we saw a couple guys coming this way. The question is, where, oh, where did they go? I've got to kill you. Don't go too far from me, yo. Well, that's one way we can help our team out here. Someone mentioned when we were doing the... This is a bad spot, guys. When we were doing the... Run away, run away. We were doing the AI only. They're like, oh, you could have wounded, you know, the Titans and did damage to them, and, you know, you supported your team in that way. The only problem with that, when I thought about it, at first I was like, that's a great idea, is that you would have spent so much time damaging Titans that you would have probably not been able to get as high on the leaderboards as you did, and you wouldn't have been able to help your team win. You know, plain and simple. You needed that victory. We need to get our stim up, though, guys, so we can go ahead and get the hell out of dodge. Oh, long-range Spitfire. I think I was also getting hit by Reaper rockets. Yeah, dude. That's Titanfall 2 right there, though, guys. Just spraying from a mile away and having no concerns for any sort of reasonable accuracy or aim, but it doesn't matter because you made it anyways. Anyhow, it's my word of the day. It's worse than the cookie crumbles thing. That's all you can really say when you're playing this, right? I'm going to try and defend here to the bitter end. I'm going to try and get killed by that lead wall. That was actually what I meant to say, and it totally happened. So the rest of our team left because they're garbage and because they couldn't beat out a guy who's just throwing Firestars. Admittedly, though, we got 1 tick kill and 2 melee kills. One was an execution, one was the punch. Our Titan killed a guy, so that brings us down to, like, what, 4 Firestar kills, which I'm okay with that. Still a fun challenge. And nonetheless, I had a good time doing this commentary. I think it's healthy, as someone who aims to do live commentary, if you look to make YouTube, to produce content like this. It's something that I've been experimenting with throughout the week, so I apologize if you guys want to see me, like, doing God tier. I'll be back with that stuff next week, but this week has very much been, like, reconfiguring my brain and just trying to just do commentary. Because a big problem with when you do live commentary is that it's really easy to get flustered and to get thrown off and to not do the best possible commentary you can because you're not doing well, right? So the moment you start to even do slightly poorly, you die one time, it triggers this thing in your brain, and you're like, and you want to restart, right? So I think if I can overcome that, if anybody who does live commentary can overcome that, you can focus on telling better stories and having more fun while also getting less frustrated in the few moments where you do poor, so you can make those comebacks. Because comebacks, at the end of the day, make a live commentary. They make the gameplay way more enjoyable to watch. Way more, it's better than a slaughter any day of the week. A great comeback, to me, that tells a tale within the gameplay, and you can only get those if you're willing to trudge through the small moments of despair and doubt. And trying to kill people with only a Firestar, that's just about as desperate and as dark and as masochistic as you could possibly get. So if you guys decide to give this challenge a go, you can do it just full-on hardcore Firestar only. You can do the modified version, like I was saying, go and farm grunts. That would have been logical. Steal batteries from Titan, so on and so forth. Let me know what your results are. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember to play smart, remember to play to challenge yourself, but most importantly, remember to play for fun.